Well, here we are. We're broke down. The throttle cable snapped on the throttle. So looking through my bag of goodies, I came up with a plan. And I thought what I would do is either melt some nylon cord onto the end and then place the end back in. Hold on, try it. So looking through my grab bag, like I said, I was going to melt some nylon rope onto the end and then place that in where the ball is supposed to go. But instead, I was walking around somewhat like this. And I looked down right here in the dirt somewhere, just by total coincidence, and I found some 22 shells. And believe it or not, the 22 shell fits in there like it was made for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and cut the bottom off here, and then I'll put a split down the side of the casing. I will put the wire into the casing, and then I will melt plastic into the casing along with the wire, and we'll see how that little MacGyver works. So I tried filing on the 22, and that's going to take a while. So I decided to go ahead and cut it. But I'm going to put this stick, or maybe one a little bigger, in there, so when I clip this, it's not going to mash the metal totally to hell and back. Don't know if this is working or not. Anyways, I got a nice cut on my 22 using my Leatherman, and then I made a split in the case and opened it up a little bit for the wire to slip in. So I'm now going to put the harness back together. I'm going to run this into the harness, or run the wire into the harness, and then I'm going to put the wire into this. I'm going to crimp it closed a little bit, and then I'm going to drip it full of plastic. I was originally going to use the nylon, but I think I'm going to use a couple of zip ties I have on board. So I'm going to give that a try, and we'll see what. All right, after a little finagling, let's come around this way. I got my 22 set up there. I've got the pliers holding the 22, but I need like 3 hands for this operation, so I found my zip tie that I'm going to use, or at least a piece of it. And so now I can hold my plastic and drip it in there if the wind settles down just a little bit for me here. Well, the wind was giving me fits. It kind of still is. But I've got this glued in there now. I think it'll be okay. I'll clean it up a little bit and see what happens. We're halfway back together now. Let's see. Hopefully you can see. Put the 22 in there. Got my wire hooked up. I'm going to put the rest of it on. Put the housing back together and give her a whack.